Good afternoon, people. It's day 5 on the Kawasaki KMX 125 rebuild. It's Monday. It's been a work day today, so we've had to go and do a bit of work, and something else has turned up today, which I'm quite excited about, and I'm going to show you how to fit them, if it is what we think it is. Now here it is. It says on it, return address, road and race. So I think well, let's get it open and have a look. Let's have a look at what we've got one. Packaging, eBay on the front, and it says Kawasaki long stem indicators and body. Rounded black body. So it looks like we've got the indicators. 2 boxes. Look, you know, as a box is a box. We've got a delivery note, invoice, VAT on it, breakdown. Looks quite road and race. Looks really professional. Nice. Keep that. The boxes have been opened. Don't fill me with confidence, but let's see what we've got inside. Hopefully what we paid for. So, lights are nicely packaged. Elastic bands all the way around. Look at them. Bobby Dazzlers. They are perfect. No nuts with them. But, oh, is there any bulbs in them? Or should we call them lamps? Should we have a look? I'm not too sure there's any lamps in them. Nothing else in the box. Lamps. But no rubber seal. There's no rubber seal in there. Now, I don't know if that's normal. I'm pretty sure the ones I'm going to take off will have a rubber seal. So, if I have to, I will fit the ones out the old ones. Quality's good. Look brand new. Flexible-ish. The other one's not open. So let's look at the other one. It's always worrying, like, it's like when you go in a supermarket, middle aisle, isn't it? And you know, you see the box open, you just think, what is missing? Or what is damaged? Now they're perfect. They are perfect. They've got little bullet connectors on. Don't know if the polarity matters. It probably doesn't. We've got the one with a line and a black solid cable. So they're alright. Nothing else in the bottom of the box. So far, so good. Next, let's open this box. Exactly the same. So yeah, no seals. There is a slight chip on that one. Looks like it might not be a chip, it might be the mould. It might be, because I did see that on the other one. Yeah, it's there as well. It must be where they cut off the mould. So we'll face them down so you can't really see it. There's just a slight little blemish on them. But I'm probably being picky again, but never mind. Picky, but we do want things right. We're paying good money for this stuff. These weren't cheap, nearly £60 for a full set. But we just look there, Bill. You zoom in on that?
Yeah, it's there. I can see it.
There's a slight, it might be where they just cut them out of the mould. But I'll face them down anyway. So let's get them on. So we're going to fit these. So they should be pretty straightforward. It's a number 2 fillets. I love these bolts. They're nice, and I've actually given them a clean up. They were quite rusty, but they seem quite. They come up quite well. Rusty, patina. I think they call it patina. I spoke to a friend the other day about this bike, and he was saying to me, "Don't clean it up. You know, don't clean it. Just keep it as it is. Do what you need to do with it. Get an MOT through it. Get it through an MOT, and then at least, you know, it's original in used condition, and you're not going to spoil it by totally overhauling it." Which I get. I do get it. People want these sort of vehicles with history on them. You know, that's all part and parcel of it. Nobody really wants a brand spanking, or do they? Let me know in the comments. Do they want a brand new KMX Kawasaki 125? I don't know. We even thought today about whether we're going to raffle it at the end. I don't know. It's an option. I'm not too sure. We're just going to play it, see how it goes. But on the other hand, if you've got any 2-strokes lying about that you know, failed projects, anything that's stuffed away or stored away in the barn, give us a ring or send us a message, and we'll definitely have a look at it. As long as it's not on the other side of the earth, we could pick it up, and we could do a restoration on your bike in the garage, in the boudoir. So anyway, back to it. Hopefully we're not going to get disturbed. So there's another number 2 fillet screw there. These things are so easy to take apart. Screwdriver, 14mm spanner. Now, I've never put the 14mm spanner. So this comes off. This is it. This comes off. You can see some proper dust here now. So I don't actually have a 14mm spanner myself, but I've got an original Kawasaki one that come with the bike, which is, it's getting used. I'm using it all the time because a lot of the stuff is 14mm and 17. The 17s are nuts on the front. You know, oh no, that's not a 17. I don't know what that is. That one's a 17. One side's a 17. Anyway, so without further ado, let's get them fitted. So it's quite easy. Bullets. That's never been off there. Screw. Bolt.
Start it back.
Run again. $40mm nut. There we go, that's it. And you might think, oh, I could have cleaned these up. And I could have. But if you look there closely, look at all that. Correct.
Hanging.
Don't know if it'd be an MOT failure. Should we see if these have got washers in?
Go on then.
I'm sure the other one had a washer in it. It has. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take the washers out of these and we'll put them in the new ones, because the last thing I want is these things filling up with water. Potentially it could do. So, you know, I think that might be a bit of a fail, to be honest. not having the washers in. I presume they've used the old tooling or to reproduce these, or they've built a new mould, but they are missing that. So luckily we've got the washers, so they fit perfectly. So that's going to make them waterproof. Don't want to tighten them too tight because you could potentially crack them. Got all that dust down there. We're going to have to get something in there with a toothbrush at some point. So wiring. More elastic bands. We like elastic bands. So as I was saying before, this must be off the tools. It must be off the mould. They all seem to have it. These are quite long. I think we need to push that in there because that'll stop it. Will it stop anything? Will it help? So put this in. I'm only going to do these two. I don't want to bore you to death. You know, we're just fitting a new set of indicators. So thinking now, what's that one? That's a solid line. So let's do solid to solid. I can't see it matting, but being a perfect fit straight on. That's a bonus. There we go. Put that behind there. And this one, that's that out. Trusty 14mm. This is the worst one. This is hanging on by a thread. But I presume if you stick out that much anyway, they're going to get walloped. Oh, I nearly forgot then. Yeah, these trusty little trays aren't half coming in. Now, if you remember, if you've watched my videos, when they arrived, I wasn't too impressed because of the size of them. You know, I think I said they were I think I actually said they were Tonka size. And you know, they are small, but perfect. Perfect for what we want. One more seal. There. I won't go too much with these. Let's unpack the next one. Make sure this is perfect. Just slide this bit of plastic up. I thought I might be able to push it in. Well, don't think it does. So I'll feed that. Oh, nearly forgot. Look how shiny they are, an orange. Now, if I can avoid putting that one on because of they're all going to be the same. Yeah, they're all the same. Well, oh, I know what we'll do. We're going to take it off anyway, so we'll just spin it round. So undo that screw. Undo that screw. Put the seal in. Spin it round. Like so. So that marks on the bottom. So something else I've just noticed as well, which I think I'm going to change. There's no washers in the screws. So heavy rain, they could fill up. Definitely fill up with, but there's washers in these. So it could fill up. See what I mean? Little rubber washers in the back. Being an electrician, this is the sort of stuff we look out for when we have to keep IP ratings on equipment outside. In the UK, we have regulations for stuff we can put outdoors, and this pretty much is what we're looking for. Well, I'm looking for on fitting this piece of kit is the IP rating. That's something I spotted. So that's something to look out for, folks. So we'll transfer them washers onto there. I've just lost one of the screws. It fell on the floor. So we'll take that out, put that in there like that. So these aren't originals, these are copies, but I can't fault them. They look beautiful. They look really, really good. I'm so pleased with them. And you know, keeping the bike original, original as we can. Up to yet, the only thing we've got on the bike that's not an original part, or well, not a matching part to the original, is the shock absorber. Now the shocker, the Hagon shock, no two ways about it. It'll transform the bike. I've got the original Showa Kawasaki shock, which I'll refurb at some point. I'll do a video on it. I found the stuff to do it, so I think I will get it refurbed and just keep it. So if we do raffle it off or sell the bike, the new owner's got a choice of shocks, or I might just keep the shock if I get round to refurbing it. You know, it'll be a bonus to the new owner if I end up selling it, if I can bring myself to sell it. Now, solid to solid, I know it don't really matter. A light bulb's a light bulb. So that's all right. So them two fitted. Yeah, as I was saying before, over tighten them. As I was saying before, we wouldn't mind doing a few of these different bikes. Something I really enjoy doing. I've enjoyed this one. And maybe we could do, you know, I used to have a CR 500. I know I'm dreaming now, but maybe we could do a CR, a crosser. An old 80s crosser, 2-stroke. Maybe a KTM. I've always wanted to do a KTM, but the old ones, the old KTMs. Air cooled, no water cooled. I'm not mithered, but definitely 2-stroke classics. That's the sort of bikes we want to be going down. And even old trail bikes like the TYs, TY80s, TY125, TY175, the old Hondas. You know, Hondas are one of my favourite bikes. Anything that's vintage and retro, I'm interested in. Don't really want 4-strokes. Like I said in my previous videos, I've had a few Hondas, XLs, and you know, big heavy lumps. Not really good for throwing about. Now, I don't know if anyone was watching. I don't think I replaced this seal. So I'm just going to double check that. The rubber gasket's there, which is what we want. But not the screws. So that's a new one. That's a new lens. Get these little screws out, which are going to give it an IP rating. The screws are very similar. It is all the same. So let's do them ones. Get that out of the way. So these are going in now. Where's the mould? I think it's not mould, it's where, I think it's where it's come out of the mould. There, see it? There, slight little blemish. I presume they're manufactured the same together, so we'll just pop that in there. Hopefully that'll stay in there. Drop the screw now. One in. Where's the other one? I think I've put that one in upside down. Wheels are falling off. That's it, that's the way. So at least we know the IP rating is going to be good on that now, and you'll be driving down the road in the rain and your indicators won't work because they're all wet through, or it blows your fuse, or even worse, it sets fire. So, happy with them. If anybody wants these old ones, I'll send them out free of charge. I've got the back to do. I'm not sure, should we do that? I might just do the back ones while we're at it, if I can. Let's job round and then we'll give them a test. So, pause it, Bill. So, we're going to do the back lights now. I've got the keys because I've got to get the seat off. So, it is one key fits all on this. So, I'll get the seat off. Original KMX seat. I've got the toolkit because I'm using it, and I've got the straps. That's in very good condition. I presume it's the original seat. It's in very good condition. Might need a bit of a clean. So the rear shocks, pretty much the same. Not shocks, rear lights. So bullet joints, again, pull them apart. Trusty Kawasaki spanner. The toolkit itself is it's quite extensive. There's quite a few spanners and stuff in there. I am impressed. You know, if you break down somewhere and you've got that toolkit, you can easily take the bike apart, do what you need to do. So we've got these cable ties here. I love these cable ties. Getting on a bit. I don't know. There we go. time. That's that out. Oh look, we've got some rubber boots on these. We ain't got them on the front. So I see them, tiny little rubber boots. So that's absolutely, I did try and glue that one. So we'll strip that down, take the seals out of that. So the new one. So I'll push that through. Well, no, we need to change the seals, don't we? So that just sits over there, like that. With the screws, got the just like a little nylon washer. But we'll create a seal. I'll set these ones out. So easy to work on. Anybody with like the slightest bit of skill, good with tools, you know, not saying I'm a genius or out like that, no doubt someone will pull me up on it. Oh, so I'm just trying, that's the upside down bit. Oh, so the seals come out. So put the seal back in, vintage seal. This is it, you see, they don't make them like they used to. It's true what they say. It probably says in the small print of the advert, without seals. So thread that through there. Bolt goes on. Sticking my tongue out as I do. Rubber boot, slides on. There we go. Slide this under the frame. Under the cable tie. With line to line. Make sure they push right in. Right in. Surprisingly good condition then with the age of the bike. And then we just need to tighten this up. You know, with vibration and loose stuff. Last thing you want is These coming loose when you need them the most. Let's just pull that back again. I'm surprised how well these have lasted. You know, the age of the bike, I'd expect these to be falling apart. But they're not. Very good condition. I think that's supposed to tuck down the back of there. Yeah. Oh no, because that one's not. It just sits down like that. Can't really tuck it down there. That's it. That's got to be it. And then just push this little keep around to meet on the cable tight. We're tight enough. I think we're tight enough there. Don't overdo it. Push them in. Next. So this side, we're getting there now, Pete. Hopefully you've not turned off or fell asleep. This last one. You know, I've got surface rust, patina. There's lots of patina. I don't even plan on taking it out in the wet at all. But saying that, I'll be covered in mud before you know it. I won't be able to resist. So, same again, these little push joints are really good. I do like these. So simple connection. Feed it back through. Take the rubber grommet off. That was probably the best one out of all of them. There was something wrong with it. I can't think what it was. It might just be that it's cracking. I think that is a replacement. Anyway, can't have 3 good indicators and 1 bad one, can we? Well, not bad, but dirty. Straight back on. If you've got any suggestions here, just let me know. Should I be using some sort of seating grease, or is there any advice out there? We're new to this restoration business. There's nothing there on the frame anyway. Let's just pinch it. I want to pull that back a little bit. I think I've actually found out who bought my KMX 200 off me back in the day, and if I can, I'll message him, because there's a good chance. Well, if I can get him on Facebook, I'll message him and I'll get him to send some pictures. He might have some pictures. So yeah, I know what I've just done there. I've just forgot, because I'm trying to think, and I'm trying to do this as well. I'm multitasking, we're multitasking, we can do it. So I'm going to just break this down again so I can get the seal in it, if this one's got a seal. Pretty sure it will have. Well, I'm hoping it has. And then we'll put the seat back, put the keys in it, and see some nice, bright, colourful action with our indicators. They've got seals on the screws, so that's a good start. Pop them in there. the little nylon washers off. Pop them on there. Keep the seal. Oh, drop one, but I'll get that. It's that one. Pop that in there. It's going to look great with these new indicators on. So same again, try and find this faulty bit. It's not a fault, is it? It's just where it's come out of the mould. The old ones have got it on as well. Not to tighten up too much. It's tightening up against the rubber seal, you see, so it's you know, it's important to get that right. So we'll put this back in there. The knot next. Tighten up the knot. Surprised you didn't get new knots. Nothing wrong with these. There you go, not over tightening that or anything. Pop on the insurance policy rubber. Stop it filling in water. Then we're going to slide it under and through the cable tie, reusable cable ties. Big fingers out of the way. So easy. So easy to work on. Even with my supersized hands, I can easily get round this bike. So that's line to line. That's in, nice and tight. Line to line. That's in, nice and tight. Right, so let's pop these back on quickly. Oh, that had a chip. Look, didn't see that, did we, Bill? So loosely screw them back on. I'm accumulating quite a few parts here now. Spares, got spare bulbs. If somebody wants some, I'll send them out, but I think I need to keep some spares. It'd be nice to, you know, whoever buys this, if I sell it, to hand it over and say, there's all the parts that I've replaced. Here's all the videos on YouTube of what I've done. There's all the receipts of all the gear I've bought. Au revoir. So right, let's get the seat back on, and then we'll talk you through our next steps and what we're going to do. So that's the lights finished, and I think it really does complement the bike with new indicators, and it'll look great once everything else is put together, and we get the new tyres on. So what we've got to do next, this is what you're asking now, what's the next part of this works to be done. So I've ordered a brand new tank. I've found a tank online from a chap called Wayne Baker. Now he supplies KMX parts to anyone and everybody throughout the country, and he's been very helpful, and he's actually got one of these in bits, and I've managed to buy a tank off him, because if you look here, this is quite a substantial dint. I could probably mess about trying to get the dint out and filling it and painting it, but I can't paint, so it's just the tank that I'm buying. I'll put a picture of it up for you to see it. The tank that's on its way is absolutely pristine, but it's not got this sticker on it. Does anybody know where we can get these stickers from? Not really too sure what it's saying, that sticker. Yeah, there's going to be a brand new tank on it. Not brand new, it's new used. And it's in very good condition, so it's really going to complement the finish of the bike. Not a lot of money, so I thought, you know, let's get it bought, get it put on, and it'll really finish the bike. So back to what we're going to do next. So our next job is to start doing the fender. Now I spent an hour or so. This was a mess. This had scratches all down the front. It had scratches down here. You can still see a bit of a scratch there. I'm not going to go any deeper than that, but I just got my orbital sander on it, a Makita one with a flat pad on it. I think it was 600 grit. Went along it with some water and the sanding pad, and it's come up great, but it's dull. So I looked up online. I thought, you know, I have seen polishing videos of sorting these, bringing them back to really good condition, and the next step is wet and dry sanding. That's what we're going to get onto next. Now I believe this is going to get it 1500 grit paper. We've got it here ready to go. We're going to start on this part of the bike, see how that fender goes. Wayne Baker did have a spare mudguard, but I thought, well, if I can save the original one that's on the bike, all's good. And we've also got, I'm going to order new decals for this bit. Don't know how to get them off, or just put the old ones over the top. That'd be a bit cowboyish, wouldn't it? So I'm going to try and take it off. But round this area, I think the bike's been dropped at one time, because we've got clutch lever missing there. There's a bit of a scratch on the top there. But this bit here, we're going to give that a rub down with a sander, square it all up, make it look nice, and then do the same treatment as what we're doing here. So I'll get the sandpaper and the block, and I'll get my chair, pull my chair up, and I'll show you the sort of thing what I'll be doing on this. Now, it's a first for me. It's always a first on this channel. It's not. I've not had to do this before, but if we keep going, then you know, I'm gonna end up doing a few of these. I want to do a few of these. I want to do a few of these bikes. We really are enjoying it. It's good fun. So a bit of wet and dry. Just give it a quick try and working it down. Plenty of water, nice and wet. So I think what we're trying to achieve is really smooth. I just started doing the circling motion then, and I believe that's not what you want to do. So it's wet and dry, getting all the contours of the bike, making it nice and smooth. This is 1500 grit paper, just for you that are watching. And I presume it's just like doing bodywork. When you do bodywork on a car, use a decent sandpaper to start off with to get down to the levels. Then you use a finer one, bit of wet and dry, and then it's buffering. Now, I've seen a bit of magic online. These chaps in the US that were doing it to these bikes. Seen one guy scraping it with a razor blade to get it down to the original. Fair enough, if it works for you, crack on. The other chaps were using sandpaper. I seem to think orbital sander, bit of wet and dry, you know, a bit of time involved doing all this, but keep going. And the final part is using lamb's wool on the drill. So you've got a 4-inch lamb's wool disc, and it's buffing, light buffing will bring this up pristine. That's the theory. So I'm going to crack on with this now and let you get on. So yeah, if you could, I hope you're enjoying watching these videos like we enjoy doing them. If you could like and subscribe and share and get a bit of foothold in the YouTube world, that'd be great. You know, we're doing these things so you don't have to take the risk, and you know, you can watch us fall down, you can watch us have a success, but everything's going to plan at the minute. Research is key with anything that you do, and you know, if you like what you see, like and subscribe, and I'll keep putting these videos up of what we're doing. I'm really enjoying the bike. I'm enjoying it. I want to get it up on the next stage is MOT. So we've got the tank coming. We're doing the fenders, or mudguards as we know them in the UK. We've got a brand new set of off-road, on-road tyres coming, which are Michelin's. They look like proper meaty tyres. And then it's sprockets and chains, brake switch, all the brakes. We've got all the brakes to do yet. And then it's MOT time. A bit more work than I expected, but I did buy a rolling project. It was a project bike. The chap that I bought it off in the UK was saying it is a project bike, and I fully understood that. I realised I would have to spend money on it. Nothing comes for free in this world, but I got it at a decent price. And looking at what it's going to be actually worth, you know, there might be a bit of profit in there for us. There might be money in there for us to buy 2 project bikes. Or maybe just keep this and just get another bike, or even, you know, people might donate to the channel so we can buy bikes. We might set that up, I don't know, just see how it goes. But for now, I'll let you get off, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I say, like and subscribe, give us as much traffic as you can, and I hope you enjoy your evening. So it's goodbye from me. Ta-ra.